Jake Gyllenhaal breaks his silence on the Taylor Swift All Too Well fan hate. It has nothing to do with me. Anyone who's been online in the past year knows about the strife between die-hard Taylor Swift fans and Jake Gyllenhaal. Last year, the Grammy winner released a 10-minute version of her 2012 song All Too Well along with a video, both of which reignited a ton of speculation about the track's lyrics, which are widely presumed to be about the singer-songwriter's relationship with Gyllenhaal and their eventual breakup in 2011. The discourse sparked memes, an entire TikTok trend, and heaps of malice for the Nightcrawler and Brokeback Mountain actor from Swifties. He stayed relatively silent about the situation for years, but Gyllenhaal has finally reacted to the fan hatred in a profile with Esquire. "It has nothing to do with me," he says. "It's about her relationship with her fans. It is her expression. Artists tap into personal experiences for inspiration, and I don't begrudge anyone that." Gyllenhaal also tells the magazine that the past few months have not been difficult for him, though he has turned off his Instagram comments. He also confirms that, no, he has not listened to Swift's Red album, which features All Too Well. "My life is wonderful," he says. "I have a relationship that is truly wonderful, and I have a family I love so much. And this whole period of time has made me realize that." The actor spoke more in broad terms when he said, "At some point, I think it's important when supporters get unruly that we feel a responsibility to have them be civil and not allow for cyberbullying in one's name. That begs for a deeper philosophical question. Not about any individual, per se, but a conversation that allows us to examine how we can or should, even take responsibility for what we put into the world, our contributions into the world. How do we provoke a conversation? My question is this our future?" He asks. Is anger and divisiveness our future? Or can we be empowered and empower others while simultaneously putting empathy and civility into the dominant conversation? Read the full Esquire profile of Gyllenhaal here. Taylor Swift, Joe Alwyn reportedly engaged after 5 years. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn are reportedly engaged after 5 years together, sources told Life and Style on Thursday. Rumors of an engagement for Swift, 32, and the Conversations with Friends star, 30, started circling last month when the pair traveled to Cornwall, in Alwyn's native England, for what the outlet says was a romantic 3-day trip. While Swift has written many a song supposedly about Alwyn, the pair have largely kept mum about their relationship since it began in the latter half of 2016. Last week, while promoting his new series, in which Alwyn's character is in an open relationship, he said, "People can do whatever they want that makes them happy. I'm obviously happy in a monogamous relationship," according to Deadline. More snide Chelsea Clinton to launch new picture book. New nonfiction book series for kid. The delicate singer also gave curious fans a bit more of a peek behind that curtain early last year when one of her two 2020 albums, Folklore, won the Grammy for Album of the Year. Joe, who is the first person that I play every single song that I write, and I had the best time writing songs with you in quarantine, Swift said in her acceptance speech. News that the lovers would trade in paper rings. For real ones came in the hours after Jake Gyllenhaal broke his nearly decade-long silence about Swift's beloved breakup track, All Too Well, and the 10-minute incarnation released in November as part of the re-release of her 2012 album, Red. The two had a brief relationship in 2010, and though Swift has never confirmed that Gyllenhaal inspired the song, she's never denied fans' long-held suspicions. More snide. Paul McCartney announces 2022 U.S. tour, including stops in New Jersey, Syracuse, and Los Angeles. Gyllenhaal, who the internet has vilified in the wake of the re-release, told Esquire that while the song has nothing to do with me and is her expression as an artist, he believes it's important when supporters get unruly that we feel a responsibility to have them be civil and not allow for cyberbullying in one's name. Can we be empowered and empower others while simultaneously putting empathy and civility into the dominant conversation? He continued. Reps for Swift did not immediately respond to the Daily News request for comment.